So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose. Luis Suarez! Oh, it's hit the post! And it's Lam. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we have our very first corner. He gets big!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Alonso, looking to go deep.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And it's Ribery. Now it's Nedved. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Cruyff. And here's Ribery. And here's Cruyff. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Nedved is behind this one. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Nedved! It's their second corner of the game. He rises! He will be livid with himself. Not the best distribution from the keeper. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game. Now to turn it into a stranglehold.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Zanetti. Portugal looking to pass their way through. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Ribery is wide and looking to get onto this. Nedved. Well, that has not gone well. Dealt with nicely by the defence and reclaimed it in a trice. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Beckenbauer does well to stand firm and defend it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tries to pass it through. And the pass is intercepted. Luis Suarez touches it back. Xavi Alonso. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Threads one in. Cruyff.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Cruyff. Davids. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And Ribery! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To get them off and running. And he's buried it! 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the manager's...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Lahm delivers. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, that's a key interception. Portugal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Suarez gets flagged offside. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
He's a sharp little ball here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little...
Luis Suarez! Oh, it's come off the upright.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he...
And Ribery! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
No, that's been intercepted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been won straight back. That is good alertness. Edmilson.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Colorado Springs clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, easy pickings there. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. Not the most convincing of passes. So that's it. It is all over. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step above most.
Yeah, he's a thinking man's footballer, isn't he?
Indeed, and I'm really looking forward to watching him.
Might be danger here. And now they can clear their lines. And that's another throw. Cruyff. That is lovely. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Messi! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Xabi Alonso does well to get it back. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Still goalless at the moment. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's intervened well there. And here's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Messi. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And this is Rivaldo. And this is Owen. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And reclaimed it in a trice. No, it's come to nothing. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Rivaldo. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Owen.
Owen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nedved.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's in space and looking for options.
There will be 1 minute.
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Plays a sharp little ball here. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Colorado Springs have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Owen! And Owen! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. And he was alert to it. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a throw. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And this is Bale. Xabi Alonso gets it clear. Deep cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Bale. Lahm delivers. He gets big. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Xabi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Owen. That's a good ball. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lahm plays it in. Another chance from a corner. Corner number 2 then. Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And still we await the first breakthrough. He's found a way past. Now the delivery.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Xabi Alonso. Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. No way through, so back it comes. And that was nowhere near his best.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Xabi Alonso carries the ball down the right. Maldini cuts out the pass. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Bale. Lahm. Now it's Ribery. Flings it. Header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
3 minutes at a time.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Owen. And that has left him in a heap. That's that, the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one
And
team
now,
might
to
be
all
happier,
members of
but
the crowd,
at the final
I'd like to
reckoning, it's
ask you
honours
to
even.
join
And
me.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Rijkaard. Played out towards the right wing. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Sneijder. Can he finish? And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Howson. Cannavaro. And it's Xabi Alonso. Adriano touches it back.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, well measured. Xabi Alonso gets across to intercept that.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Schneider. And this is Shevchenko. It's played through for him. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Al Nassr clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Shevchenko. And he's running through. Shevchenko! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Al Nassr with the corner, there first. They've played it short. And it's Rijkaard. Played it again. Maldini getting this one clear. And the shot's off. Snyder! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Snyder certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Xabi Alonso is there, and he can pick it up. Messi. Now it's Cruyff.
Colorado Springs truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, taken with style. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Minutes has been indicated.
Donatoni. Now it's Shevchenko. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Messi. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Colorado Springs will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. That has been cut short. Al Nassr look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back...
Bullish header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So what can they make of this? Tries to pass it through. No, that's been intercepted. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. No, that pass has been well intercepted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Schneider, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Knocks it into space. He has found the way through. Xavi Alonso. Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Donatoni. Nedved. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi. And here's Messi. Messi! Oh, crossbar! That's going to go a long way. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Bale. Plays a sharp little ball here. Hoisted in. And he's straight offside. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Xavi Alonso. And that could set him on his way. Shot could be on. Takes a shot! He scores! And they've got their lead back. That is so good. Such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Substitution on the field. Number 11. Adriano.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Xabi Alonso.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Number 6.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Scores. Substitution.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah.
And he shoots! It's there! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Al Nassr making another change
Coming
here.
on the field
Well, for me,
is
this was the obvious
number
substitution. He'd
17,
become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
4 added minutes on the board. Now it's Shevchenko. Aimed beyond the defence. Vieira. And that's it. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
In Paul Scholes, we have a player who can pull all the strings in midfield, one of England's best ever.
So unsung, but utterly appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, simply a master of passing, Peter. His ability to know what's going on around him at any given time makes him such a clever and hugely capable danger in this team.
Lovely, now then. Lahm. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Alonso. Rijkaard. Nedved. It's Bergomi. That's the throw.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And here's Vieri. And he's in on goal. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Messi. Chance here to counter. And this is Luis Suarez. No, that's been intercepted. He's found a way through. Cruyff!
Cruyff just dropped the shoulder to engineer the feint. Now he'll have to shoulder the blame. Colorado Springs are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Vieira. And here's Messi. And this is Cruyff. Look at the space here. That's a fine save by Henderson. They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, look at the space here. And Cruyff! He's scored! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better than...
There's the shot! And he hits the net! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Luis Suarez. Always onto this. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And the first half is done. Reflections on the first half?
Colorado Springs clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's Vieri. Vieri proves just a little bit too strong. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, super ball. Shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And we have our very first corner. Scholes getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And he welcomes it in. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Stojkovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vieira gets over and intercepts.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
This is their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Mbappe. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well seen. Saw that coming. That has been cut short. It's a searching pass. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Stojkovic. Stojkovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Maldini spots it and intercepts. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Cruyff. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Cruyff. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. He's got it all. They've scored! Just cruising! They are cruising! A real... And that will be it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Luis Suarez picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did... He's tried one! Oh, crossbar! Oh, no, it's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And here's Torres, and it's made its way to him. Well read, and the danger is averted. Cleared without complication. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Shot could be on. Son Heung-min! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that could set him on his way. He's come in hard. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Can he get on the end of this? McAllister. Fernando Torres. Torres looking for the run. And he's picked out the run. He is through here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed. And it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Raya will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Palmer threads one in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Fernando Torres. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish! And he's hit it too high.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Well-timed, excellent interception. Timber. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Torres. Son Heung-min. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Torres. Oh, that's a key interception. McAllister, and this is Son Heung-min, looking to play him in. It's Son Heung-min! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Manchester United have themselves a chance from the spot to increase the lead. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chose.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Manchester United really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Manchester United are looking awesome. Going in... Eze!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He rises! They've done it! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 49 minutes.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That Pass has been well intercepted. Goes for a shot! Fantastic from Son Heung-min! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. It's become a case of men against boys. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Big chance! That's really well cleared. Not the most accurate pass. Look at the space here. McAllister. Oh, super ball. Real chance! No mistake! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And there was shot at goal! Oh, denied at the last.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
It's their second corner of the game. Fernando Torres is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. He has found the way through. Picked out brilliantly. Eze. That's been slipped through, and he's managed to get free. Terrific header! No, that's just wide. Passing is crisp and sharp. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. They've played it short. And here's Son Heung-min. Applies the finish! And he couldn't keep it down.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Vieira. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's rather hopeful. And that is a routine catch.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh, no joy this time. Van Dijk. Manchester United clearly now in lead preservation mode.
5 minutes added time.
McAllister wins the duel this time. Now it's Son Heung-min. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, there's the clearance. Now it's Torres. And here's Son Heung-min.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's that, the end. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a
Please
very
make
good
sure
night to you.
watch the screen for an information bulletin.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he, and uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to him.
Yeah, and his reading of the game means he was always a step ahead of the opposition. He's surprisingly quick too, you know. It will be a massive challenge to get the better of him.
Bayer Leverkusen finding their passes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mateus. Nedved. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's worked it through. Oh, just skips. Shot a goal! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Bayer Leverkusen finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, easy pickings there. Mateus. Luis Suarez. Isco. And this is Isco. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking to play him in. Now it's Cruyff. He has found the way through. Oh, super chance for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. He's gone for goal! Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Mateus is onto this. Messi. 30 minutes gone. And this is Messi. Suarez looks to get on the end of this. Messi shoots! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Adams gets over and intercepts. Rummenigge. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's run loose here. He's a sharp little... He's had a shot! It's hit the upright. Pass somewhat off target.
2 added minutes.
And this is Luis Suarez. Vieira. Luis Suarez. And it's Luis Suarez. There's the whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Colorado Springs certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Thank you very much for your
It
cooperation.
has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we are back on the way. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus. Rummenigge. And that could well leave a mark. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's out for a goal kick. Bergomi. Bayer Leverkusen appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Vieira. Makaleli. Some resolute defending there. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Suarez. And the shot! It's there! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Bayer Leverkusen get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Suarez. Suarez is flagged offside. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has... It's Luis Suarez! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And that should do it! And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Albert Ferrer. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Defending here is really tight. Donatoni. Nedved. Thuram. Looking for options for movement. Xavi Alonso. Nice looking ball. Dink through. That is some save from Kahn.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Still goalless. Plays a sharp little ball here. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Inzaghi. Donatoni. And this is Inzaghi. Xavi Alonso. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Spread out to the left.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Gullit dominates aerially so often.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And claimed it back swiftly. Xavi Alonso. And this is Luis Suarez. Judge, surely! Sensational from Suarez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
After 37 minutes is
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Looking to play him in. Suarez in acres of space out wide. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0.
Filippo Inzaghi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Now that looks a decent ball. Now this could be a chance. And Gullit! He's having a go!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Nedved. Threads one in. That ball looks a good one. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
No foul, says the referee.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Big chance! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Deep cross. Vieira with the clearance. Might be danger here. Taken back almost at once. Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Keeper's got good distance on that. It's a pretty loose pass. Donatoni. Kukcu. Now it's Donatoni. The ball has bounced loose now. Pull it.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And he's intervened well there.
There will be 1 minute added
Kukcu.
time.
Nicely weighted ball. Knocks it into space. And this is Raul. Oh, that's horribly mistimed. And it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 21, Gullit.
Now, power or
Number 7,
placement.
Filippo Inzaghi. Coming on the field.
And that's one back. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made.
And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real run. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started.
Hidetoshi Nakata, I think, will be an interesting player.
Messi! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, she takes a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Threads one in, and this is Forlan. Forlan! Well, now, and again! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. This looks promising. He's away! Mbappe!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a little off target. Shot could be on. He's tried one. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's following up.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Alonso. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mbappe.
Colorado Springs really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Just eases him off the ball. Closing in on goal. Chance for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
That is good alertness. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, cracking ball. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Cruyff. And he's worked it through. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nice looking ball. Beckenbauer with the slide tackle there. That's a decent clearance. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Johan Cruyff. Number 10. Messi.
Mosquera.
Coming on the field. Number 7. Jan Koller. Number 17. Bale. Number 9.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Substitutions taking place.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all...
Here's a shot! And that's off target.
Ribery clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Mosquera.
Colorado Springs have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Bale, and he's surging through. He's one-on-one, and the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Ribery. Oh, nice touch.
Colorado Springs surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, someone whose career I've watched with real interest.
Oh, terrible pass. Now it's Cruyff, Messi. Verbruggen claims comfortably. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now, who's going to... It's Nedved! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Nedved is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Tries to play it through.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Cruyff is onto this. Nicely weighted ball. And he's whipped it across. Szoboszlai. Santos were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even...
Chance! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Colorado Springs are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter...
Big chance! He scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So that's... He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Just about within shooting range. And he should have made it 4.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rijkaard. And he's forced to go back. Xavi Alonso. For Szoboszlai. Now he's got space here. And he's intervened well there. Szoboszlai is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
Luis Suarez! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Gets a good foot in there. Can he get it through? And he shoots! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Engages and forces him off the ball. Great vision. That ball looks a good one. He's found a way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Bruyne. Maldini. That's a sharp pass. Lahm looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There's the shot! And that has flown over.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well, that is one way to stop him. He's played it long. Ødegaard. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Almost an hour gone. And it's Xabi Alonso. De Bruyne gets into some space. Inzaghi. Tonali. Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. He gets big! High and ultimately harmless.
Colorado Springs certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Nice looking ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ribéry. Haaland. And the shot! Oh, denied at the last.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Szoboszlai goes short. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's there to retrieve it. Guti. Can he get on the end of this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that has been knocked clear. Ødegaard. Haaland. Some resolute defending there. And this is Griezmann. Oh, nice touch. It's Griezmann! Off the post. Deftly away. Now it's Bale. And it's Lahm.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Deep cross. Van Dijk clears it away. Guti. Real chance! Keeper always had the measure of that. And we're done. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish having So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think Jack Grealish will look to dominate the game from somewhere
It's Son Heung-min! Oh, crossbar! It's a clearance, but not much of one. Now it's Son Heung-min. Plays a sharp little ball here, and it's Son Heung-min. He's going for goal! And that is great goalkeeping.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Garner. Now he's off and running.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nicely weighted ball. Son Heung-min! Danger averted for now. Adams does well to get it back. Short changes him with that pass. So it is still 0-0. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Van Dijk. Now it's Son Heung-min. Can he get it through? Shot, surely! Irubenam. Ball played for Grealish. Armstrong.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Now it's Son Heung-min. And no, he's seen through all of that. Grealish. And it's Garner. Armstrong. He's tried one! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Has a look and plays it forward. Son Heung-min has a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
It's a mighty effort! He's scored! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
8 minutes is number 9, Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Keane. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And it's Mykolenko. And it's Grealish. Mykolenko is in a really good position out wide. Son Heung-min. Now it's Torres. Now it's McAllister. Looking to play him in. And the shot! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And there is the half-time whistle. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Colorado Springs really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, good spread. O'Brien opts for safety. Armstrong.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, that's a key interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. Son Heung-min. He is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Irabunam. He tries a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Back into the middle. Oh, what a ball! And it's made its way to him. Fernando Torres. Now, what about a counter-attack? Good running, strong and purposeful. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Garner, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He won't be happy with that one. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Chance here to counter. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Van Dijk. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good-looking ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Beto. And this is Son Heung-min, closing in on goal. That's a sharp pass. Spread out to the left. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. And here's Son Heung-min. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. McAllister. Irubinam.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And Keane. Tarkovsky. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, shooting chance! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
To read out our fan club members were
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Son Heung-min. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Jadon Sancho here is simply a great winger. He has pace to burn, but it's the technique that makes him such a feared dribbler. I think when players in that position can marry the technique to the pace, then they can be devastating, and he's the kind of guy a lot of fullbacks won't fancy facing.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Digne has it in a wide position, and the shot! And that is wildly off target. Well, that pass isn't the best. Spread it left. No goals as yet. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Konsa. Sancho. Cash. Now it's McGinn. In with the challenge. Vieira. And the counter is on. Driving forward. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Rodri. Half an hour played now. Son Heung-min! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
McGinn. He's picked his way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Son Heung-min. Knocks it into space. It's Son Heung-min! Tremendous from Son Heung-min! A finish of true class! The breakthrough strike! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
There
Oh,
will
it's
be
come
1
loose.
minute added time.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So your views on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Son Heung-min! Sancho. Tielemans. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Alexander-Arnold. McAllister. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Alexander-Arnold with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, that's well spotted. And that is as far as they're going to go. Lindelof makes the interception. Son Heung-min is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chance! It's a loose ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's McAllister. Gets a good foot in there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
He has found the way through. McGinn, played out towards the right wing. That's gone for a throw-in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Sancho engages and forces him off the ball. Torres powering forward here. Drive. Torres! What about that from Fernando Torres? He's got himself an absolute peach. And that should do it!
The goal
Within sight of the finish line.
after 77 minutes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Substitution on the field.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yuri
Well, I think
Tillman.
it's just the reward for their application. They've played...
Big header!
Number 24.
Not the best of contact, given it wasn't the easiest of chances.
Well, talk about confidence. The way he took it on was certainly impressive.
Can he get on the end of this? And he skips past his man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and
Substitution on
it
the
makes even
field.
less sense.
Number 12, Digne. Number 44, Boubacar Kamara. Coming on the field, number 5, Tyrone Ming.
Son Heung-min.
Number 26.
And he welcomes it in.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Lindelof. Konsa. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Oh, no question that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. That's at the end. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through...